Hi guys, in this video I wanted to do ADHD friendly, just being like diagnosed with ADHD. This is kind of why I experience art block sometimes. You see that I do have impending responsibilities behind me, but like also art is a really big part of me and I am trying to prioritize it more. So instead of feeling like doomed from my to-do list and the other things I could be doing, like working out or cooking dinner and stuff right now, I am going to do the thing that like actually matters to me. And yeah, I just wanted to film kind of a real-time example of an artist that you may like or just another artist around like feels like this too. And it's a very scary feeling to be like, oh, I really don't want to do the thing that like I love, and it's like, what? And once I kind of like free up my brain to actually be like, you know what, I am going to draw, but I'm just going to draw, and like immediately like I have ideas and stuff that like I'm like, oh damn, I've been thinking about this and I haven't sat down to actually do this, and I just got home from work. So usually I'm like, no, you can't, like there's not a lot of time in the day left. And today I am just going to make time instead of getting in bed or getting immediately on TikTok, which is very normal of me to do. So I did have the idea that I want to do some bubbling or marceline princess bubblegum fan art from Adventure Time. So that's kind of what I'm working with. I'm thinking I might just do a sketchbook spread because I've been meaning to do like a kind of more planned out / just like fleshed out sketchbook spread. So yeah, draw with me. Hi again, welcome to this video. I think I mentioned it in the beginning, but in this one I wanted to draw some characters from Adventure Time, and this one, these are Marceline and Princess Bubblegum. I drew them out of the adventure style and in my style, and I had a lot of fun with like their colors, and I've just been loving pink and green together. And Marceline's more blue, but like I kind of pushed her to be a bit more blue-green to match the theme, and I think it came out really cute. But I do want to talk more about my art block and how that like looks for me with ADHD, because I think that especially when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of YouTubers and like art YouTubers, and they would talk about art block and just be like, they're like super not inspired and just can't really even open their. And for me, it's actually kind of never looked like that. Like it's literally like the whole object permanence issue where I kind of forget that my sketchbook even exists if I forget where it is, which can be very frustrating because at least in my life I am outside a lot, and like my job is outside, and I am based in Atlanta, and there's so much art everywhere. And I'll go through my day, like my 7 to 3:30, and I'll see so much stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so inspired. I want to sit down and get to it and create art. Like last year, a big goal of mine was kind of like a long-term goal. I eventually wanted to be able to do a mural or something like somewhere in Atlanta, or have my art be somewhere, you know, whether it's on the Beltline or in like a restaurant. And it was like a big goal of mine, I think, because I was surrounded by it. But like literally as soon as I go home, it's like this just blindness to everything I ever do. And my room has been a mess, and it's like if you have ADHD you kind of know, like I wouldn't say that everybody with ADHD's room is messy, but for me it has like led to never kind of learning how to clean and not being super good at it. And my art, when before I moved, my art was, I kind of like tried to put more of it everywhere so I will remember, but I haven't gotten around to that yet here. And I don't forget that I do art, but it's like it's so weird how it's kind of like phased out of my brain if I don't like do it like a chore almost. And it's always kind of a chore to sit down, but like once I'm doing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is 10 times better than TikTok. And I don't know why I stopped sharing it. I think that enough of enough interactions where I felt insecure or saw something that like I thought looked so much better than my art, and that something I would like never achieve. Enough of those like little things happened where um, I maybe just like started like hiding it a bit from myself, and like if I hide it, I'm just not going to remember, which sucks. And I spent like this past weekend doing a lot of art stuff and making a lot of t-shirts for my Etsy, which was really nice. And I'm trying to like not be upset with like the past version of myself because I understand, but it's just like I feel like way more confident with myself, and it's a lot easier for me to go to my job that's like not art related and like still feel like me. Like I feel very grounded and centered with my goals and I guess like my existence kind of, because I think like my job is an outdoor job and it's like fun and stuff, but it's just like kind of just not creative at all, really, in my opinion. And that makes me feel so weird sometimes because I'm like, gosh, like I really do love like detail oriented things and you know accomplishing a goal, but I just love art more than anything, and I love music more than anything, and it's like it's just not that type of job, which like sucks because it's just it doesn't really remind me of what I feel like I need to be reminded of sometimes, but that's fine. I do like my job, but um, yeah, I kind of just wanted to make this video to put it out there that like this has happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to other artists, and I just really didn't feel super seen by a lot of the content surrounding art block because it's not. I've kind of like never experienced a lack of inspiration. It's genuinely just not being able to get myself to sit down. And today, actually, like I sat down kind of immediately once I got home to draw, and it was great. And my sister came in my room. She like wanted some help with her hair, and I had like already drawn, and I was already like starting to edit, and I was like, sure, because I mean, typically, I'm kind of impulsive with like helping people or going out, so it's like, yeah, whatever, let's go do this. And had I like kind of just been in here on TikTok, I would have. I mean, I've gotten back now. It's like 9 o'clock. I've finished doing her hair and stuff, and it's just this wouldn't have even happened at all, which is crazy to say because I mean I've never, especially not since moving, I don't think I've ever like just come home and sat down and started doing art, which is just crazy that like it just would have just not gotten done. And it sucks because I feel so much better now that like I've drawn, I was able to help my sister, and like I can just make a video, share something, perhaps help some people, and it's just like everything that like I want to do, in my life at this time. And it's pretty simple, like it's just a couple of things, but it's so easy for me to ignore it, and I mean like I just been doing a lot of things, I feel like recently, just I guess like this past weekend, just like trying to like cook at home, move my body, get to work and help, and just like stay focused. And by weaving art within all of those things, it just helps me understand like why I'm doing it, which is so important for, I think, people with ADHD. And I am also like diagnosed with depression, and making sure that things that like I know I love, even if it doesn't always feel like that, and sometimes my brain is just like, oh, we're sad, blah blah blah, it's like these type of things just help me just stay connected to a feeling that's like always there. Art always gives me a good feeling, and I am happy to be able to share my art with you guys. And I am very excited for the kind of like fire that I feel inside of myself for filming and creating, and fine tuning my editing skills and actually doing voiceovers and stuff. So I'm super excited for that, and I'm excited to see what we create together. I want to give you guys a big thank you for watching this video, and I hope that it helped some of y'all. Please leave a comment if it helped you at all, or if you have any points of discussion to add to this. And thank you again for watching. See you guys soon.